Hey guys! Welcome to Cold Hearts, and happy Valentine's Day! Unless it isn't Valentine's Day, then this is really awkward. This is a game that is currently in demo, and I wanted to play it for Valentine's Day because it's a visual novel dating sim about dating refrigerators and finding the meaning of life. And even though it's in demo, I thought, I like that funny concept, and it seems like a really well done game, and I don't know, it just seemed really cute, so I figured, hey, it'd be a good game to play. Enough talk, let's start in on this. So, because it's a demo, it only has about 3.5 in-game days of content, and then after that, we'll see how it goes. If they release the full game, and you guys are into the demo, maybe I'll play it later. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Unable to find your place in the world? Surrounded by people you don't connect with? Doing daily tasks that don't seem to fit you? Hell, even picking groceries and clothes based on what you think a decent human being would choose. Living the life of an entirely different person with no way to change it. This is my reality since Father died. I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for anything except a night spent lying on the couch with a bag of chips, watching TV, or week-long video game grinding sessions. We only had each other, and Father made sure I had both my wallet and fridge full. He owned a shop with household appliances, and I helped him out a few times, but I wasn't really interested in having a job. I wasn't paying attention when he tried to teach me how to pay taxes or how to run your own company. I didn't even notice when he became sick. Suddenly, everything changed. It felt like I was being slapped in the face with reality. Sadness, grief, guilt. I went through all those phases, trying to accept the fact that he's gone forever. But I never really did. Maybe that's why I try to live his life now. I took over his company. Every morning I wake up, eat a complete breakfast, and go to work, selling washing machines, fridges, toasters, everything just as it should be, except for those sleepless nights. When I try to sleep, dark thoughts haunt me, showing me the worst moments of my life, revealing endless anxieties and my deepest fears. This game got sad real fast. Poor protag. I tried counting sheep, but the only thing that really helps is a quick trip to the kitchen to grab something sweet from my fridge. And so we live together in the harmony and balance of a regular schedule, me and my fridge. Every night I come to visit her to ease my worried mind, and then I go back to sleep. Except for one night. The night when my fridge came to me. That was weird. Is somebody breaking in? Who's there? Silence. I'm sure I heard a weird metallic stomping that woke me up from another restless dream. My vision is still blurry after such a sudden awakening. I rub my eyes quickly to find the source of the sound. And suddenly, I see it. My fridge. It's a nice fridge. It's just me. I'm not sure what's more bizarre, a fridge standing right in front of my bed or hearing a female voice in my bedroom. Who are you and what do you want with me? Oh, who are you? What are you doing in my house? Stop hiding behind the fridge, thief! Blush you. To my surprise, the reply I get is sobbing in the same high-pitched female voice I heard before. Oh dear, am I dealing with a psycho here? Hey, just tell me what you want and let's get this over with. I just wanted to help. Make it easier for Master tonight. Oh, God, you don't have to call me Master. Please don't. Here. Suddenly, the doors of the fridge open, casting a beam of light, driving away the shadows of my bedroom. Thrown by an unknown power, a bar of chocolate hits my head and lands in my lap. As if that's not enough, the fridge turns around and, to the dreaded sound of metallic stomping, it leaves the room. Bye. You're so sweet. I can't take this anymore. I sink back into the pillows, hoping to wake up from this dream. And I do? Yawn. I can't yawn right now, but pretend I am. That was a weird dream. I hope I'm not losing my mind. I scratch my head and rub my face, trying to wake up. I feel something sticky on my hand, and as soon as I open my eyes, I realize something's wrong. My bedsheets are covered in something brown, and so are my hands, my face, and pajamas. I jump out of bed and quickly remove my clothes in a panic. I know stress can have many effects. I heard about similar disturbances in sleep, but this? If that wasn't bad enough, there's something sticky on the bottom of my foot, too. I raise my leg, hoping to try and stay balanced and catch my foot. Ew! It's a dirty chocolate wrapping. Good to know I didn't soil the bed. I must have eaten it subconsciously while dreaming about that damn fridge. I know about sleepwalking, but sleep eating? Does that even exist? What a mess. I might as well be responsible. Hoping that the chocolate won't leave a stain, I get the washing machine going as quickly as possible. So I hope nothing in here plans to talk to me today. I smile and blush, immediately ashamed of being amused by my own joke. I walk out quickly, trying not to overthink the fact that the washing machine sounded angry. Living without my father taught me to be frugal. Sure, I got this apartment and his shop for free, but I have no idea about running a business. Better safe than sorry. After discovering the melted leftover chocolate still in its wrapping, I decided to put it straight into my fridge. I can always eat it at midnight, right? Stepping through the kitchen, look at that milk! That is the cutest milk I've ever seen. Stepping through the kitchen door, I hesitate. I'm not sure if I'm ready for another interaction with my fridge. I realize how pathetic I must look like, afraid of my own household appliances. So, are you in the mood to talk today? No? I tried to make that sound like a joke, but my voice got rather serious unintentionally. Hey, I just wanted to put this inside of you. Will you let me do it? I'll be gentle. Wow, already. I realize how that sounds and am immediately torn between endless shame and a burst of laughter. My face turns red and sweaty. Of course, please do it. That same sweet feminine voice, definitely coming out of the fridge. I'm mad. I must be mad. What is up, my dude? I take a deep breath and decide to completely abandon finding any logical explanation for what is happening. Is it true? Can you talk? Is my own fridge talking to me? I hear a warm, short sound similar to a quiet giggle. It's difficult to call that talking, but at least my dear owner can understand me. Your dear? That's you! I try to serve you well. I just hope you see that. Please don't refer to me as owner, or master, or anything. Please! I didn't want to make you angry. Please, forgive me. I will never do it again. You don't have to be afraid. I'll do my best to take care of you. I promise. Her voice sounds so desperate, like her whole existence depends on me. Her emotions feel real, but she's not a real person, is she? Do you have a name? No reply. Suddenly, the silence is broken by a loud buzzing coming from the fridge. The same sound I sometimes hear at night, reminding me to buy a newer model to avoid the drone. Anzu. She said it quietly, in a tone resembling more of a question than an answer. As far as I know, my father didn't talk with fridges, so she hasn't been called by her real name for at least 10 years. Maybe her original owner did that? I start to create all these theories in my head. No, wait. It's still a talking fridge. Stop rationalizing it. So, Anzu. Are you really just a fridge? Just a fridge? Her voice slowly drifts away with an echo. A quite peculiar one considering the size of my kitchen. It sounds like we're standing in the huge hall. Is she somewhere else? I can't remember anything but you walking by me, preparing food and singing in the kitchen. It's a happy memory. Besides that, there's just the void. Ooh. The void? I can hear scraps of her voice, sounding like she's exhausted, using all her strength to get another word out. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Can't remember, can't move, can't feel. Comfort her with a solid pat on the shoulder. Can you feel this, Anzu? Let me poke her. I'm not sure what made me do this. I approach my fridge slowly and gently put my hand on its doors. I realize her soul is female, and judging by the placement of my hand and her height, I could have touched some special places. She's a talking fridge. Please, we're going way quick here. No, I'm sorry. I can't feel anything. My face turns red as soon as I realize that I'm half shocked, half disappointed. What did I expect? But please, don't feel bad about it. It means I can't feel pain either. My thoughts are in a totally different place now, girl, and you're not helping. You're a fridge! Calm down, Protag. You're such a horn dog. I shake my head to regain sanity and realize she was totally serious about it. Did I mention my social skills are legendary? What kind of pain? Did someone hurt you? Silence, and then a very quiet voice. Can't remember, can't feel. She's slowly fading away, although the fridge looks just the same as ever. My poor old friend. I look at it, my vision jumping from magnet to magnet, each of them being a small souvenir from our trips with Dad. Do they make her feel bad? Is it like putting jewelry on someone that can't say no? I shake my head again. I'm really treating her as a person now. I jump slightly with small shock after hearing my fridge letting out its usual loud buzzing. Seems like everyone is back to normal now. I should probably go on with my day. Go to work or something. Anything. Oh, I love this living room. I feel a little bit dizzy as I leave the kitchen and lean against the wall, breathing heavily, trying to pull myself together. I could keep telling myself that it's stress, that all those nights spent at work have finally caught up with me, and that's the cause of these strange hallucinations. But that voice was real. Bolded and everything, it was real. Deep inside, I know it well, but I try not to let these thoughts take over my mind. I feel like I'm hanging on the edge of sanity, in desperate need of distraction to clear my head. I should probably go to work, or at least decide what to do today. Since the day my father passed away, I've been running his business all by myself. It's a huge responsibility, but at least I'm the master of my own time. It's up to me if the shop is open or not. Just like father, I'm not a fan of this whole weekend idea. Why waste a day when you can be productive instead? Okay, I cannot relate to that. Of course, I'm not a robot. I sometimes take a day off to visit my friend Kazuya and play games just like we did in the good old days. It's been a while since I've been around, though. To be honest, I can't remember the last day I even took a break. That explains this whole fridge hallucination thing, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have time to work and visit Kazuya the same day. Being the only person running such a huge shop full of household appliances, I have to stay late to do all the paperwork and make sure everything is all right. There's barely any time left to read a book or clean the house. How did my father manage to do all this by himself? Why didn't I help him? It's time to decide what to do. Going to work would be the most responsible idea. That's what my father would do. I'm not feeling well right now, but there is no more sick leave in my life. I have to grow up and face it. Growing up. That also means not keeping everything to myself and learning when to ask for help. Kazuya, my best friend, has always been there for me, so I should maybe tell him about what happened. Although I'm not sure how he would react to the fact that I can hear fridges. Maybe he could actually help me? Sometimes I prefer just to stay home and relax, but I'm not sure if I want to risk another conversation with my fridge. Not now. I'll give myself a day or two to find out if I'm really insane before I start thinking about professional help. Let's not overreact yet. As much as I need a break, I also want to be like my father because I'm still mourning over him, so I should be responsible. Yay! Responsibilities! It wouldn't come as a surprise if I said I didn't like my job. Of course, no one ever forced me into doing it. But I've grown up enough to know I should be thankful to my father and accept his heritage. I owe everything to him, and even though he's gone now, I still feel like I shouldn't let him down. The store is just a few blocks away from my house, and on sunny days I walk there to calm down and relax. Well, I mostly do that when my nightmares get me out of bed early, although last night was an exception. I actually overslept, so I grab my bike and get cycling. Early morning rituals: open the blinds, dust down the equipment, sweep the floor. It's not a huge retail store, although the customers area is just a part of the building. The other side is a huge storeroom with my father's workshop, where we keep used and broken appliances. Fortunately, Father taught me how to make minor repairs of household equipment, so I can always learn extra money by reselling some junk people leave here. Fascinating, right? Well, there is one thing that makes me a little more cheerful about coming here, and by thing, I mean person. Wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, there's certain girl in the neighborhood. There's a certain girl in the neighborhood that left her fridge with me. It had broken down and she couldn't afford a new one. Now, the spelling of neighborhood, whenever I see something like neighborhood or color or armor, I always assume that the extra U means that the creators of this game could be British. Of course, that's not always true. Sometimes people just do the extra U because it's a legitimate spelling, like how gray and gray are different, you know? Whatever, that's just something that I like seeing because it's interesting to assume that they're British. She was really nice to me when we spoke, and it's pretty rare for customers in a boring store like this to actually smile. Damn her smile. She's a little bit tomboyish, always wearing a baseball cap with messy hair underneath, and damn, that smile of hers. I haven't finished the repairs on her fridge yet, but I like to imagine her coming here for small talk. Small talk about refrigerators and washing machines. What else can I hope for? I open the front door and immediately get slapped by a newspaper thrown by the paper boy. Good aim. Thanks. Tomboy! Oh no! Wow. I sigh and peel the paper from my face. I peek at the cover, and suddenly my heart skips a beat. This is friend of the region near the local high school. Blue cap. Alright, cool. It's her. The baseball cap girl. 21-year-old woman missing. Yuki Honda disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. She was last seen by her friend in the region of Tonkatsu Bento near the local high school, heading towards her workplace at Soba HQ. She was wearing a blue baseball cap, plain white t-shirt, and blue jeans. If you have any information about the woman, please contact the police at phone number... What? She's missing? She was last seen near my store, so whatever happened to her, it must have happened in my neighborhood. But how? Nothing really happens here. We're probably the safest district in the city. I feel goosebumps all over my body. I didn't even know her name. Yuki. Oh, dear Yuki. Although it's terrible, Whoa! I guiltily can't help but feel a little excited. Nothing ever happens around here. Hell, maybe I can ask around, talk to some of my customers, and help find her? Maybe. I can already imagine next week's front page. Shop owner saves baseball cap girl. She also accepts his proposal. Me shaking hands with the mayor. Wow. Wow! This guy! This guy! Whoa. That's me. I'm booming. Why? It's a good thing I don't have a weak heart. It almost jumped out of my chest there. I look up to see the source of the sudden noise and find the delivery man bringing new equipment. He seems very confident in the packaging material, judging how carelessly he hauls the packages from his truck. Hey, it's fragile. Please don't. Sign here. I scowl at him angrily, but he barely even reacts. He's just trying to do his job. Apparently more interested in his phone than me. Oh, he's alright, not doing his job. I sigh, sign everything, and ignore him while carefully moving the heavy boxes inside. Alright, what do we have here? 2 new microwaves, a used freezer, a blender, a few compact mini fridges, last year's models. I start unpacking and making sure that damn delivery driver didn't cause any real damage to the appliances. I can't help but notice a delicious smell, something resembling strawberries and cherries. And pepperoni? Weird. Did somebody leave some food in the fridges or something? Ugh. Oh, I'm so hungry now that I think about it. Apparently last night's chocolate catastrophe wasn't enough. I need to call a takeout before... Hello there. Another heart attack. I can't have more than 2 per hour. My first reaction is to frantically look through all the new appliances, searching for the source of my latest mental breakdown. It's probably one of those damn mini fridges. Oh, I swear, if one of you starts talking to me... Here, Dumbo, behind you. Hey, I'm the owner, I'm the proprietor of this establishment. How dare you speak to me in that manner, especially if you want something from me? I turn around and my jaw drops. I'm going to guess it is a strikingly beautiful lady who needs help with a toaster. Aw, she's cute! I love her freckles! It's a girl. A new customer, probably. My thoughts drift away to Yuki immediately to try some comparison, but I don't seem to remember her face anymore. Oh my gosh, wow. You just like, wow, the missing girl was pretty, but this girl's even prettier. Jeez, this guy. I don't seem to remember her face anymore. This girl is radiant. Is she a radiator? Her perfume reminds me of something really tasty, and oh man, she looks even more delicious, wink. I use all my strength to close my mouth, then even more to try to start a conversation. What can I help you with? My voice sounds so high-pitched and weak, she may think I'm a hamster. Yep, here we go. She grins at me like I've just told a good joke. Nothing, really. Just passing by, wanted to check all the cute junk you have around here. Don't mind me. You ask for my attention and then you're like, wait, never mind. I like the hair. She casually jumps away and sits on one of my precious Mecha Helper 3000 washing machines, kicking it with her sneakers as she waves her legs. She looks around, focusing on each and every piece of equipment I have in my store. She leans towards the washing machine right next to her and proceeds to scratch at one of the manufacturer's stickers, still looking around curiously. I want to stop her from destroying my belongings, but her shorts are cropped so high. So, is this all you have here, Dumbo? Your little paradise of kitchen junk? Ma'am, if you're gonna be rude to me, you can just leave. No one's forcing you to stay here. She leers at me, still scratching with her long, polished nails. What a meanie. No, it's not. I have a workshop here, too, where I repair everything that others didn't care for. I don't know why I'm telling you this, because if a customer were to come to me in my work and be rude, I'd be like, okay, cool, here are some other places you could try, but obviously I don't want you around here. Rude, meanie McMean face. I try to make that seem like very important, honorable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. Suddenly, she jumps off and comes closer to me, swinging her lovely hips as she approaches. Her smell overwhelms me. I can't... Is it the strawberries? Is it something to do with the, chili pepper-looking necklace thing? So, you have more of this junk in the back, huh? Any special backroom junk for your beloved clientele? Who said you were beloved? I gulp very, very loud. Oh dear. Don't screw this up. Trying my best to lower my voice as much as I can. It depends on what kind of junk you're interested in. I try to wink, but all my face can do right now is something resembling a nervous tic. The flirty expression washes off her face. Now she looks like she pities me. No, please no. Never mind, I guess. I was just passing by. Goodbye, then. Do you flirt with people randomly? Like, what in the world-y, my dude? She rushes outside and disappears out of my sight before I even realize what happened. I breathe heavily for a few seconds and run towards my washing machines, checking the stickers. Huh. She was scratching at it for some time, yet I can't see any damage. Almost as if she was scratching at it, but doesn't really have a physical form or something. I don't know. Good then, at least my equipment is saved. Can't say the same about my dignity. Fortunately, there were no other unexpected events throughout my workday. I tend to value normality more and more these days. Am I getting older or what? I close the shop, count the money, and clean up the place a little bit. The sun starts to set as a final sign that I should probably go home now, but I rarely do that at this hour. Home means loneliness and nothing to occupy myself with. When my father passed away, I spent whole nights in the workshop here, trying to focus on repairing appliances instead of thinking about how much my life sucked. The workshop is a special place to me, but not in a positive way. It's a place to spend time when I feel lost and depressed. The only way to keep myself sane and refocus my thoughts on something productive. My little personal purgatory. I open the workshop door and a cloud of dust hits my lungs, causing a bad cough. Damn, I should do something about the mess in here. I look around. A desk with an old PC, tons of repair tools obstructing its keyboard, a coffee mug with a cloud of mold popping out of it, boxes full of forgotten documents. The huge room is cluttered with old fridges, washing machines, and microwaves, some of them totally ruined, others covered with blankets, resembling old, sick people quietly accepting their fate. Wait, am I personifying items again? Brain, please remind me to not do that. Smiling, I admit to myself that this company is far better than any other I've met today. At least they don't talk. Yet. Maybe it's because they're mad at me for leaving them here? Do they feel offended? Well, let it be this way. I enjoy the silence quite a bit. I stop smiling when my eyes focus on a fridge on the other side of the room. The blanket covering it has holes, letting dust fall in and settle on its top. I throw it to the side, coughing again. This fridge belongs to the baseball cap girl, to Yuki. I wonder where she is and if she'll ever come back for her fridge. Even if she doesn't, damn, why do I even think about it that way? I still feel obliged to repair it. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm sure I can do something with it. Let me just open it and see. Ugh, it won't budge. I know I've opened it before. What's happened since then? Maybe it's the moisture in this place. I pick up some tools and try to open it using a little bit of force, but it remains tightly shut. I don't want to cause any damage, so I give up. Well, let's start the repair from the back then. Oh! My phone's ringtone is so loud. I check my pockets in panic, finally grab the smartphone and look at its display. Oh, not him. Not now. Who's this guy? Masato Ibiki, former business partner of my father, and now yet another pain in the ass I have to deal with. He looks like he'd be a business partner. He doesn't just own the land this store stands on, but also invests money in it, all for a small cut of the profits. Good music, though. Considering the current economy and my credit rating, this guy is my only hope. A relationship worth cultivating, or rather one I'm forced to cultivate. I answer the call hesitantly. Why, hello there! What a pleasant surprise, you actually picked up your phone. A surprise? Surprise? I always answer your calls, you bastard. I can't say that out loud, I have to behave. Expecting me to get angry? You won't get it. Good evening, Mr. Ibiki. How can I help you? Well, I thought you'd know. It appears to me like you have a business plan for the quarter due to tomorrow. Yes, it's done already, actually. I can deliver it any time. But is it done? Are you just saying that to get him off your back? Splendid! All right. So, how about you come over tonight in, let's say, 2 hours? I'll order some dinner and then we can look at this plan of yours. You greasy, condescending son of a... Okay, that sounds wonderful, Mr. Ibiki. I'll be there on the dot. Let's hope so. Hope to see you then. Click! Breathe deeply, the saxophones are gone. Breathe deeply, in and out. Keep cool, calm, and collected. Let's hope so, huh? You should hope I'm not taking my plan and shoving it up your ass. There was actually a giggle. I didn't notice that before. The giggle. Wait, what? Is there someone in the store? I thought I locked up before visiting the workshop. I look around. No one's there. Oh, well, I'm hearing enough strange things these days. Let's pretend this was just an appliance acting up. Another patient for the workshop. But that'll have to wait. Now I've got to make sure that I actually do have a business plan tonight, you piece of shit! I'm sorry, but I totally expected that. I hate that. This pro tag, yo. Getting to work, and time passes. Whew. That was exhausting, but I'm done. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. In fact, this was a perfect opportunity to use logic and reason along with my imagination for something really productive. It was fun. Damn, am I growing up? Anyway, I know Ibiki doesn't really take me seriously at all, but he'll have a hard time disagreeing with my plan. It will really improve the store's bottom line. I think this will be a successful evening. If I manage to get there on time... I gotta hurry. Sorry, we're closing. Oh, no, that's me. Wow, look at that place. It's so watercolory. Mr. Ibiki lives in the outskirts, far away from the rush and noise of the city. The mansion lies mostly in the shadows, but is still as impressive as I remember it. Unfortunately, it's not the time for admiration. It's 9:55 p.m., and for some reason I'd rather show up half an hour early for an appointment than be just a minute late. So I rush to the door, adjust my tie for the last time, and ring the bell. At first, nothing happens. I'm not sure if letting me wait is part of Ibiki's strategy, or if walking through the entire mansion just takes a lot of time. Maybe it's both. Hello, sir? But after what feels like an eternity, the door finally opens and I'm presented with Mr. Ibiki's smug smile. Well, who do we have here? Welcome to my humble home. Oh God, that's disgraceful, even for you, Ibiki. Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Ibiki. Mind if I come in? Oh, not at all, please. Oh, I love the fireplace. I love fireplaces in general. I have ordered us some first-class sashimi. It should arrive in just a few minutes. How about we eat and talk a little about how things are going for you, how you've managed to settle into the daily routine, which is surely a challenge for you. After that, I'll have a look at the documents you brought me. I would like to punch you in the face so much. I would like to thank you so much for inviting me for dinner, Mr. Ibiki. This sounds like a good plan. He shrugs off my compliment, which gives me time to take in the dining room, dominated by a huge table with places set for two. Please, do take a seat. Thank you. I thought Ibiki wasn't married. Why would he need such a huge place? Well, I guess for him, it's not what he needs that's important, just what he can get. We start with some small talk, a warm-up for the battle ahead, before we are even remotely done talking about how inappropriate the weather seems to be for this season. The doorbell rings again. I was not aware that I wouldn't be the only person here. Oh, it seems our dinner, right? It's arrived. I'll bring it over. If you'd please, head over to the kitchen and get us a bottle of wine, would you? I took it out of the cellar this morning and put it in the refrigerator. By the time we get to it, it should be the perfect temperature. He waves over to a door, which, I assume, leads to the kitchen. I nod and head towards it while Ibiki leaves the room. Bye. Nice kitchen. Are those just... Oh, no, those are chairs. For a second, I thought those were like doors hanging off the hinges near the bottom. From what I've seen so far, I shouldn't be surprised. But I am. Everything in this place is massive, and it looks as if you could prepare food for a whole army here. Everything is very modern, especially the appliances, and I'm pretty sure he got nothing from my store. Oh man, that fridge! We've never sold something as advanced as this, totally out of range of our usual customer base. Look at that thing, glossy black, tall, and some LED lights grace the front below the door. Probably useless, but hey, style over substance. Gulp. Please now. Keep calm. I wasn't even sure who I was addressing, me or the fridge. I reach for the handle and pull the door open, revealing a whole lot of almost nothing at all. 3 bottles of wine, some Insta-food, which I wouldn't have expected, and a lonely slice of pumpkin pie. Where's the rest of the pie? I randomly pick one of the bottles, as I seriously don't know much about wine. Pretty sure that Mr. Ibiki will draw his own conclusions from that, but come on, it's not like you have to be a wine expert to run a store, right? As I reach for the door to close it, the door of the freezer compartment suddenly springs open. Startled, I step back and watch in shock as the whole area around the fridge is quickly swallowed by a mist caused by the temperature difference. What a powerful freezer! Wow, the release latch might be a little bit broken, but other than that, amazing. Oh, I gotta do something before I get into trouble. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? Is Mr. Ibiki, are you back? I almost dropped the waddle. The waddle? Are you joking? I almost dropped the bottle of wine hearing this voice. Oh no, please, not again! As the blood quickly escapes my face, a figure emerges through the mist. Still just being a silhouette, I can clearly see the proportions. Boobs and hips. Yep. Gothic, I like it. It's a woman with waspy hips and legs that seem to reach all the way up to the heavens. Gulp. As she emerges from the mist, her appearance hits me like a blow to the heart. Smoky eyes and plum-red lips framed by flowing hair. An elegant and pompous dress which shrouds yet still emphasizes every little detail of a perfectly proportioned figure. Not breaking eye contact for a split second, she nearly floats towards me, almost casually hitting the door of the freezer with a graceful swing of her hips, putting an end to the continuous flow of mist threatening to engulf the whole kitchen. So you're Masato's little partner, hmm? Interesting. Very interesting. You must be cold. Do you want to wear something to cover yourself up? Shroud yourself from the cold? Her cold eyes seem to scan me thoroughly, sending shivers down my spine. The way she addresses Mr. Ibiki and the way she's dressed, she's clearly no maid. Could she be Ibiki's wife? May he be married after all? Or maybe his girlfriend? Don't just stand here, do something. Yes, I am sorry, Mr. Ibiki didn't mention. Oh, of course he didn't mention me. How could he? That's all right. I'm Ume. It's a pleasure to meet you. How could he? What a curious thing to say. Why would anyone not carry a woman like this around like a trophy? She's stunning. She's still coming closer. Oh my. Not the most talkative type, are you? But a good selection of wine, I see. Be careful, though. It may go straight to your head. And I'm sure you don't want things getting out of control. Or do you? I'm electrified, unable to move. I notice that while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle I'm desperately holding onto like a lifeline, I feel absolutely nothing at her touch. It seems... Wait, this is familiar, like the lady that came into my shop today. Her fingers are clearly reaching through the glass. This woman, Ume, is not real. Yeah, you're going crazy, Protag. Sorry. I didn't mean to break it to you like this, but... I'm sorry for your loss. The realization hits me like a slap to the face. Of course he didn't mention me, the way she emerged from the mist, but she did close the door of the freezer. She's... oh god, help me. She's a ghost. I'm being haunted. She's another one. I don't... alright. But she's also standing right in front of me. How is this possible? Is it the stress? Have I gone completely insane? Both? What do I do? You talk. Be cautious and cold. Yeah, alright. Okay, she clearly isn't real. But that doesn't mean I can relax. She's up to something, and I have to make sure things go smoothly tonight. Oh, I see. I was confused there for a minute. I must say, for a fridge, you are putting on quite the show. I didn't even know this was possible. I am really intrigued to know how she manages to appear in human form. But I feel I'm walking a dangerous path, and I should maybe sacrifice the satisfaction of an answer in favor of not playing into her hands. And it seems I made the right choice. She flinches for a split second, although her smile doesn't melt. Raising an eyebrow, she seems to be rather amused by my remark. Well, it was worth a try. Isn't it all about putting on a show? Everyone acts to impress others. You do too. Or is there another reason for your visit today, Don't worry, I won't tell. And I'm sure you'll do fine. Her giggle hits me right in the spot. Which spot? I've got multiple spots, my dude. Specifically the heart, that's my favorite spot. But I can't help but notice the cold accompanying it. Stay cool, stay collected. Thank you very much, I hope so too. Now, if you excuse me, I have a dinner to attend to. Without another word, I turn around and leave the kitchen. Not too fast. Don't want to leave the wrong impression, right? Back into the beautiful living room with that wonderful fireplace. I like how it has the brick and then it's just normal wall behind it. I have no idea how long I spent in the kitchen, but luckily it passed unnoticed. Ibiki is just about to prepare a huge mixed sashimi platter, and my mouth starts to water. I'm desperately looking for something to keep my mind off whatever just happened in the kitchen, and this food just looks like the most delicious escape I've ever seen. Oh man, what now? Who's texting me? I don't know anybody. I don't have friends. Who's texting me? Who even has my phone number at 22:20 in the evening? What the? Who are you? Is this a prank? I don't even... Okay, thanks, bye. Turn off the phone. You don't want to be on your phone in the middle of a business meeting. That is bad for you. I put down the bottle of wine as Ibiki looks up to me. Oh, there you are. I see you've made your choice. Interesting. Honestly, I don't care anymore. All I want is to eat and get this evening over with. But it's not going to be so easy now, is it? As we proceed to eat, Ibiki immediately begins to interrogate me. So, how are things looking over at the store? Oh, pretty good. I can't complain. Still have a steady stream of customers, and they seem to be very happy. Gotta emphasize that, because he's kind of my boss. Gotta make things look good for him. Oh, that's good to hear. I imagine it was hard to pick up where he left off, getting acquainted with the customer base, digging into all this paperwork. No problems with it at all? No, you knew my father. He was an orderly man, and he treated his customers with the utmost respect. Continuing his work couldn't have been easier. It just needed a little bit of dedication. It was no big deal. That was a bit cold, yes. The way Ibiki fails to show any sensitivity towards the passing of my father is just downright pissing me off. I meet his eyes and I see his expression shifting slightly. Is that a spark of recognition? Ah, yes, you truly are your father's child. Maybe he feels that he has to test me, make sure that I'm good for this job. And yes, feelings have no place out there. Maybe I misjudged his intentions. As the end of dinner draws near, topics get more casual. Mr. Ibiki gives up asking me about the work, and I'm happy about it. Of course, there is still the business plan, but my confidence is growing immensely. Well, that was good. Now, how about we have another glass of wine while we look at your project? Sounds good to me. As I grab for the folder from my bag, I suddenly notice a wave of mist coming through the gap beneath the kitchen door. What the hell? The freezer was... Ume closed it, didn't she? But wait. If she's just a figment of my imagination, does that mean the fridge is still open? Oh no. Improvise! In panic, I look further through my bag and suddenly pat my pockets. Oh dear, it seems that I've lost my phone. Oh, really? That's a shame. If you've lost it on your way here, then... No, I'm pretty sure I had it before I went to get the wine. It must be in the kitchen. Oh, in that case... No, please, please, stay seated. This is all me. I'll go get my phone. Would you mind if I quickly go get it? I got it from my father, and it's pretty important to me, and I'm sure you understand. And please don't wait to start looking over my plan. I'm sure you'll find it, satisfying. Very well, then. And so I rushed to the kitchen, making sure Beaky doesn't notice the mist as I pass through the door. As I enter, I expect the godlike figure that is Ume, standing in the middle of the room, piercing me with her cold eyes. But instead, the kitchen is empty. Even the mist is slowly dissipating as the fridge seems firmly closed. I step closer to make sure there is nothing wrong with it. I run my finger along the seam sealing the gap between the door and the case of the fridge, trying to convince myself that it's not damaged. Nope! 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 I don't trust like that! Nope, I don't like that! Nope, I don't like that! This is day one, I'm not having sexual relations with a fridge! Technical. This is a fridge. I'm not ready for this. Shouldn't do that. Inner temperature steady. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. God, I do not care. Blush you. I was worried you might have a defect, but I'm glad you don't. Blah, blah, blah. It's serious. I don't know what you want. That's disappointing. Well, if that's the case, hush back to work. Hit me. That's what she wants. I leave the kitchen. I skipped through that dialogue pretty quickly. If you want to read it yourself, go ahead and pause it. Mr. Ibiki is still studying my business plan. I nod towards him and show my phone, which, of course, has been in my back pocket the whole time, and take a seat next to him. As Mr. Ibiki grasps the content of the documents I've presented to him, he begins asking questions, trying to poke holes in my strategy. Despite the events of this evening, or maybe because of them, I manage to keep my mind focused and answer the best I can. With each answer I give, Mr. Ibiki seems more and more satisfied with me, even though I think it's a long way until I can call this respect. Eventually, we reach the final details of my plan. But I can't have a simple victory, can I? From the corner of my eye, I see the door to the kitchen opening slightly, Ume leaning against the frame with a seductive smile on her face. I'm just trying to do my job here, ma'am. What if Mr. Ibiki sees her? Can he see her? And would that be my problem? I can't risk it. This evening has gone so well, and I can't let a refrigerator mess it all up. I clear my throat to get Mr. Ibiki's attention. Mr. Ibiki, I spent a lot of time talking during the day. Would it be okay if I get a glass of water from the kitchen? You were just in the kitchen. You should have gotten it then. Oh, of course. Oh, he's being very understanding because of all this. Oh, of course. Suit yourself. I'll look over the numbers one last time. Thanks. Quickly, I rush towards the kitchen and see Ume disappearing from the doorframe. What do you want now? She's up to no good. She's leaning against the fridge, her spine arched slightly back, flattering all the advantages of her upper body. With her head cocked to one side, it makes for a mischievous and equally seductive look. Definitely up to no good. She knows it. We both know it. It's time to confront her about it. Ume! Dear, would you kindly stop? Look, Ume, I don't know what you're up to or why. You obviously know that this evening is very important to me. So, with all due respect, please let it go. Let me have this success. I really need it. Please. Ume pushes herself off the fridge. Oh, is that so? You're cute, you know that? Of course I know how important playtime is for you. Please don't. Playtime? You think this is a game? Slowly she comes closer, swinging her hips with every gracious step she takes. Of course it is. Humans love to play, first as children, then as adults. The only difference lies in the stakes, which grow higher and higher. And that's the most, intriguing aspect. She's now standing right in front of me, her lips just inches away from mine. There's just one difference between me and most other adults. I'm not human! I try to find my voice, but I can't. Oh, I do. And what would that be? Ume moves her head, bringing her lips dangerously close to my ear as she whispers, I still have fun playing games. You're being very cryptic. I'm just trying to do my job. Can I leave now? It's hard as hell, but I managed to keep my composure. Oh, my dear, don't think you're the only one. But you know what's even more fun? Having to fight for victory, to earn it. Having it all too easy isn't very rewarding at all. And with that said, I bid you a good night. As I back away, I see surprise dominating her face, although her smile seems unbreakable. Shirley isn't used to defeat, but on the other hand, I feel I just proposed her with a new challenge. I turn around and leave the kitchen with a smile myself. Yeah, I am having fun with this refrigerator lady. Just let me do my job. I'm trying to be with my boss. This is important business stuff. Coming back to the dining room, Ibiki looks up to me. Well, that looks good. Really good. I think I'll continue my investment and maybe even add a little extra. There is some real potential here. Thanks, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Ibiki. I appreciate your kind words. Your father taught you well. You should be proud of yourself. Now, I don't want to hold you up for much longer. It's getting late, and I'm sure you'll have another hard day ahead of you tomorrow. Here, let me bring you to the door. Or should I call you a taxi? That won't be necessary, Mr. Ibiki, but thank you. Have a good night. See ya, dude. Feel that this relationship could become much better. I was on my bike. Wow, I bet I showed up all sweaty and junk. That's not the way to go. As I climb on my bike, I feel confident, happy, and almost certain that I'll have a good sleep tonight. Yes, this was a good evening. I flirted with not one, but 2 ladies. I slept quite well this night, and the weather looks good today. Not a bad way to start the day. Day 2. This day started with a call from City Hall. Pigeon infestation! I love pigeons! Can't risk another epidemic. But guess what? This is where I'm ending this episode. It went on for a while because I wanted to get through 1 day per episode, but I don't really know if I'm going to keep doing this. If you guys are interested in seeing more of this, let me know. I'll play more of this as much as I can with the demo. And if you guys want to play it for yourself, I will leave a link to the demo download page in the description below. Definitely something different. I mean, the music turning on and off sometimes was a bit weird for me because it seemed kind of inconsistent, but that's probably just a bug. And it is a demo after all, so there are many things that they're going to be fixing and working through. Alright, this is Cold Hearts. As I said before, there are links in the description. Do the thing. And happy Valentine's Day, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys next time.